Hey 12th, it's Saturday, so it's time for our Saturday shout out. It is the day before Easter, and I'm out here in God's creation and the beauty of it. And I am enjoying all of the signs of new life and of resurrection that are all around me. The birds that are in the trees, the flowers on the ground, the red buds that are blooming like the one behind me. So really excited to celebrate Easter this weekend. It's also been a good week, this Holy Week leading up to it. We as a family have been reading through what we posted online Monday evening, that just recounting that last week of Jesus' life and the suffering that he went through, all of that to take my sin debt upon himself and to pay off that debt so I could have a relationship with him. And it's been humbling, but it's been good to be reminded of that. If you haven't done it, we have posted online a Journey to the Cross that I really challenge you to do if you have not looked at that and done it yet, especially in this day leading up to Easter. The Coltrane's did that for us and with others' help, and it is a powerful way, I think, to remind us of the cross and of the things that led up to it, and so that we can really enter into Easter with an expectant heart and a heart that's reflected and thought about some really important things. So if you haven't gotten on the church Facebook site or on the church website, I really encourage you to get online and do that. Just yesterday, somebody sent me something and I was really moved by it, and I would like to read it. I think it's really appropriate for this Easter season. It's written by a woman named Tish Warren, and here's what she wrote. That morning in history, when Jesus rose, there was no expectation of a resurrection. There was no fanfare, no churches gathering with songs of triumph, no bells ringing, nothing. A few women went out to tend to Jesus' dead body. His nobody disciples were laying low, lost in grief and feeling afraid. The rest of Jerusalem and the wider world had moved on. The sun rose. People went about their business gathering grain and water from wells. They started breakfast. All of the cosmos was changed, and it was almost entirely overlooked. This coming Sunday will be quiet too. Nearly 80% of Americans are under stay-at-home orders and will continue to be for most of this season leading up to Easter. But in the end, what made Easter morning matter was never the packed sanctuaries, never the hymns or celebrations or rites or rituals. Just as the quietness of that Easter did not determine if the stone rolled away or not, the locked doors of our local churches don't determine it either. The truest fact of the universe this Easter is not death tolls, empty sanctuaries, or overcrowded hospitals. The truest fact of the universe is an empty tomb. The resurrection is the only evidence that love triumphs over death, weakness prevails over strength, and beauty outlives ashes. If Jesus is risen in actual history, there is hope that our mourning will be comforted and that death will not have the final word. Aren't those great words leading into our very unique Easter this year? So, looking forward to seeing you tomorrow online, really challenging you to be there, like I talked last week, to continue that rhythm of meeting, though we're not together publicly, that rhythm of seeking to be together online. Also, we've been saying since early February, I think, that on Sunday mornings that we gather as a community, and we want to continue to do that, to worship God, to be formed by him so we can be sent by him. And even Easter gives us a great chance to, quote unquote, be sent by him. It is a really great chance to invite friends that you maybe have yet invited to the online service, because millions worldwide who don't usually show up at church or join online services will be willing to do that tomorrow, especially in light of everything that's been happening. So if you haven't gone online yet, if you haven't seen on Facebook, Lisa created a great image that you can post on your Facebook, that you can download and save, that you can email friends. But I really challenge you to be inviting some of your friends to join us online on Easter service tomorrow. Aslan is on the move. Though we're in quarantine, God is not in quarantine, and the gospel's not in quarantine. He continues to move in the lives of people all over the world. So really, let's take advantage of this opportunity and send out that invite. One other thought that I had the other day, as a family, we were taking a walk in a neighborhood, and the family had gotten out and with their sidewalk chalk had put messages of Easter and He is risen, and scripture verses from John 5 and John 11, other places in the New Testament, reminding people the reality that Jesus is risen. And I thought, what a great idea. What if everybody at 12th Avenue, what if all of us got out tomorrow or today, since it's probably raining tomorrow, or even the days after, because it's still the Easter season, and write scripture and messages of Jesus' resurrection, the fact that He is risen, as a way to bear witness to the people in our neighborhoods who will be taking walks tomorrow. So I was going to call this our 12th Avenue Sidewalk Challenge, but I think what I'm going to do instead is just make it the, hey, why don't we go out in our neighborhoods and let's rock chalk it up tomorrow and today as a testimony to Easter. So really looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow online so that we can be in His Word, learn about the significance of His resurrection because it changed my life, and that we can celebrate the fact that He is risen, because He is risen indeed.